With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Aviators of Buenos Aires taking on the Dragons of Brooklyn. Season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Here's Mecole Hardman. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Willis going to throw it right away. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin a long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And just shutting him off there. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end left.
Check, Bobcat, Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, Willis. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
19 Lions.
Willis is going to throw once more. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Malik Willis, 14 yards. And the Aviators are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got two New York teams with two different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construct. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On the tackle there, Lonnie Johnson.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. That's to his running back. Complete. 20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw brought in by Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready?
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lance. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st down, Lance. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
18, right here. Cap 60, cap 60.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Willis on the option to the right. And fighting down inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running right, here's Achane. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go check, go check. Warriors, 70.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
10 through 11, 10 through 11. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Go street.
3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Devon Achane. shade. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Aviators continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Lance now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
White.
Lance looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. This is caught by Evans. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Etienne is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Cup 19.
First and 10, it's Willis. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Willis to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devon A-Chain now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Aviators will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Lance. In trouble, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Trap 60, trap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Eagle, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
To throw, here's Willis. There's a ball deep for Musgrave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it, because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Black shot. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Green Jack.
And Lance will try again on second down. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Red cycle.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
10 cycle. Blue check. Set.
And they'll run with ETN. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons get a bit closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's A-Chain. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Willis looking to throw it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Now Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Ready.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Come on. Set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll get that underneath ETN. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's good. 4A.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Steel. Black. Six. Mega. Go pink. Set. Go.
Lance now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time
that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Play action. Here's Willis. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Check mash. Ready.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go play action with Willis. And swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
Touchdown! Danny Gray. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Aviators are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dragons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Able to find Gray here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hot 70, hot 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here we go.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Play action, Willis. He'll buy some time right. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Overall, he he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick six.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick six, they don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go check. Go check.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Left thing 19. Check, contact, check,
that one looks like he'll throw here. Throw caught by A-Chain. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rig, 19 Lions.
Willis. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A-Chain. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Come on.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
4th down, Willis. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devon A-Chain from 10 yards out. And the After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot.
That's caught at the 25. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of